Fellow YouTuber and podcast co-host Paul Third and I attended the Mix with the Masters Jaycen Joshua seminar at Abbey Road Studios in London, and I wanted to share my thoughts in case you were thinking of attending a similar event in the future. To attend these events, you need to register with Mix with the Masters, which is free and easy to do on their website. The ticket for this event was advertised at £125, except it wasn't. Eventbrite add a booking fee, and then this total is subject to local taxes, 20% in the UK, so this event actually cost £161. Was it worth it? Let's talk about it. Over the course of the day, Jaycen gave us a rundown of 5 or 6 mix sessions, starting with the Ed Sheeran and Stormzy track Take Me Back to London, where he ran us through how he sets up his mix sessions, including multiple layers of parallel processing, split channel processing, transient shaping, and emphasizing his approach to gain staging for quick and consistent mixes. We quickly moved through other hit single mix sessions, discussing Jaycen's low-end theory. Jaycen is renowned for his huge and super tight low end, and it all made sense as he demonstrated this through sidechaining and his dynamic processing. Jaycen covered how he creates movement in synths and guitars, backing vocals and percussion, including his use of forward and backward panning in addition to traditional stereo panning. Now, this concept using the Waves True Verb plugin to create space, depth and movement in a mix with forward and back reflection points was totally new to me and fascinating to hear in action. Finishing with a Demi Lovato track, Jaycen walked us through his vocal chain, which I won't give away here. You kinda should have attended, but it was fascinating to see the layers of EQ, compression, multi-band compression, and harmonic processing that he uses to create the thick, wide, and forward-sounding vocals that he's famous for. At some points, the seminar was in danger of becoming a God particle tutorial. However, the under-the-hood insights he gave into this plugin and its development impressed everyone in the audience and completely convinced me to use it on my mix bus in every mix moving forward. For example, I bet you didn't know that the God particle works in parallel, and when set to 100% is actually only delivering a 50% mix blend. Take it up to 200% to get the full God particle experience, and also don't worry about headroom, 5 decibels is built into the limiter. Now, Jaycen is a 100% in-the-box mix engineer and highlighted his favourite plugins as we went, including Spectre, which was new to me, from Waves Factory, which is a graphic EQ-style harmonic enhancer, Soothe 2, including lots of sidechaining, and of course repeatedly referring to the God particle to check gain staging. Now, despite being in the box, ITB, Jaycen's thorough knowledge of analog processors was clearly apparent throughout the presentation. Jaycen stressed that the most important part of a mix is the vocal recording and the importance of communicating with the producer or engineer when delivered badly recording audio. Jaycen also attributed his early success to working with Tricky, I think it was, and emphasized how important it is to find your career vessel, even if that involves mixing unsigned artists for free at the beginning, to be taken with them as they get signed and take off. Humorous stories pertaining to client interactions littered the seminar, maintaining a steady focus on how to develop and maintain a professional career. To finish off the day, Jaycen had invited Dave Pensado to join the conversation via video call, and we had the absolute privilege of being raucously entertained by the quick-witted and comedic back and forth between two clearly very good friends. Jaycen quizzed Dave on his mix bus and vocal chain processing, studio monitors and headphones, before Dave shared quite heartwarming stories about Jaycen's own career development. Throughout the day, nuggets of information arose alluding to Jaycen's mix process, including the fact that he can mix a track in just 1 hour and sometimes 5 songs a day. Now, as I did, you're probably thinking, no way, man, not possible. Well, Jaycen isn't secretive about the fact that he has a team of people prepping sessions, file editing, pre-mixing audio. Now, if we break it down for most of us, this is a huge proportion of our mixing time, and oh, what it must be like to have assistants. Once mixed, Jaycen then hands over the sessions to his assistants again so they can prepare effect stems for him to audition and automate into the sessions later on himself. Now, one thing that really struck out to me and Paul was just how good the raw audio and these rough mixes already sounded. Despite joking that he still receives badly recorded audio, the big league artists he's mixing hit singles for are delivering beautifully recorded audio, and the pre-mixes we were hearing sounded 90% there right out of the box. The sad reality for most of us is, of course, that we can only do so much with bad to average sounding audio. And Jaycen commented how the further up the food chain you get, the more people care, and the better their abilities are, and the better audio you will likely receive. So overall, it was an incredibly inspiring day full of highly insightful information, and I have a load of new weapons to deploy in my mix sessions. Watching and hearing Jaycen's mixes develop as he explored the sessions he's used with top celebrity artists was a real privilege. If you're considering attending one of the Mix with the Masters seminars, do not hesitate. Jaycen was brilliant, humble, and entertaining throughout. I really enjoyed the occasion, and I'm so glad I went. Now, having just spent about £25,000 on analog outboard gear myself, watching Jaycen mix purely in the box did get me thinking if I'd made a mistake. Subscribe to watch that video coming soon. In the meantime, check out mine and Paul's podcast where we mix tracks from the Produce Like a Pro library of multi-tracks and constructively critique and compare each other's mixes. It's been emotional, be kind to one another, and I'll see you on the next one.